All right, it's day 28 of making my Titanfall like game. It is today. Does today count? 28, 29, 30. 3 more days. Today counts as the third, the first of the three. So 2 more days, I guess. And then the 30-day series is over. But it's not going to be over for me making the game. I'm going to continue making the game after the 30 days. I wanted to show how much, as I guess you could say, a beginner, um, can get done in 30 days with a few hours of coding on Godot. Um, and today, what I want to add is I want to get my little list up here. I want to add a helicopter, and then I want to add zip lines, and I would like to make destructible walls, and walls that you can shoot through and stuff like that. So at the moment, the enemies can shoot through the walls because of the mask and the layers settings. So I need to learn more on the mask and layer settings so then I can um, set things up more simply, I would be the word. But it also allows me to do a lot more because in Godot there's like 24 layers and mask settings. So basically, the simple understanding of it is in the collision area, people tend to use a mask for detecting whether or not the enemy can attack you. And the layer is whether or not the bullet or the enemy hitting does damage. So that's the simple way to put it. um, but yeah, so I want to add a helicopter, zip lines, and let me pull up my list again. Destructible walls. I want to in the game have like things like wine bottles and stuff like that that can be destructible. Because playing Rainbow Six Siege lately, I go around and I break little things, and I'm like, oh, can I break this? Can I break that? And I'm like finding it cool that I can break like stacks of money and wine bottles and an apple and all this other stuff. So I want little things like that to be in the game because honestly, it just makes the game that much more fun to be able to destroy those kind of things. So, without further ado, as usual, I'm going to go get to coding and I will come back in the next little bit. See you soon. Alright, so I've done my coding now, and I think I've done pretty well. I think you're actually going to be quite shocked at what I've done. So this is my little destructible wall. I've been play testing some stuff. I've got an invisible zip line currently. I haven't got a mesh for it because when I tried to add the mesh, it broke. It just completely broke. I don't know what it was about the mesh that it that it was having a problem with, but it did not like the mesh and it basically sent me flying. So until I figure out how to make a mesh work with a zip line, then yeah. For now it's invisible. I got my little helicopter. You can see over in the corner over there. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and just show off some things. So I got my little invisible zip line. Oops. I press T. I glide across. I got people shooting me. Stop it. And then I glide across again. I can't move my camera around when I'm on the zip line, but I go back and forth and stuff. So pretty cool. I'll show off the helicopter because I think the helicopter's the coolest. I think it's going to be after me. Cool. Let's hop in this helicopter. I can fly up. I can turn. It's got a little rotor and stuff like that. And then I fly. As long as I don't move my mouse, it works pretty fine. So I'll have to fix up my like smoothness of it so I can move around while flying, like move my mouse while flying. But as long as it's straight, I think it's pretty cool that I got the rotor to spin. Um, but yeah, and then if I like was to fly back over, and then I hop out, the helicopter will actually fall down. I don't think it breaks. Yeah, it doesn't break right now. um, Pretty basic, but pretty cool in my opinion. Go away enemies. And then this is my little destructible wall. Hang on. Got an enemy chasing me still. This is my destructible wall. Pretty simple, pretty basic, just like the car. It breaks, but yeah, that's what I've added today. So to go over the code side of things for my zipline, I tried to have just one zipline and then drag it in, but that didn't work. So what I ended up doing was creating a zipline and then zipline anchor A and B, so then I can drag the anchors anywhere, and then I can yeah, I can do all that. But first things first. um got the helicopter, got the helicopter camera and stuff like that. Got the drive speed, rotor speed, and yeah, so got the start of it, so just the onReady variables for the mesh and all that stuff. Got a function ready for can it sleep, and yeah, so the reason for the can it sleep is because I'm making the character basically disappear for a short period of time. And then got an onBody entered because of the interaction area. Got the physics process for this, so this spins the motor, the rotor, like the spinning rotor thing. Basically, if it's not occupied, basically drag me in. And then if I'm currently in, if the input interact is pressed, exit the helicopter. And then just simple inputs for up and down, stuff like that, forward and back, and then yeah, basically the car, but in the air. And because it's in the air, I don't need to worry about the gravity like I do the car. The car I need to bring in gravity. Got the input variables, so just whether or not I can move the camera around and if I can move forward and back and whatever else. And then pretty basic entering the helicopter, and very basic exiting the helicopter. So the helicopter was actually not super hard, and I was super excited when I got it to work because I was like, wow, this is actually like really cool. For the zipline anchors, very basic. It's basically just a ready function of whether or not I can enter it or not, and the same code for zipline anchor B. Exact same code for those, and then for the zipline, I've got a bit more. Basically, it just the code is go from point A to point B. That's the simple explanation. I had a few things where I was entering the zipline and I would end up in the car. And that was because of the anchor detection. So I didn't have a body exit connect in the code. But back to the zipline. Basically I enter the zipline, and then the process is basically I've used progress. So point A is progress 0 and point B is progress 1. And 1 means complete. So if the progress is greater or equal 1, I get mixed up on these greater and equal signs. I messed around with this for a hot minute because I would hop in and it would just hop me out. So I had to flip the equals and plus signs around. But yeah, so pretty basic code for this today. And yeah, so that's all for this video. I think that was pretty cool making the helicopter. Pretty fun making the helicopter, and when it worked, I literally jumped around like a maniac. I was like, yes, I did it. Because I did not think I was going to be able to create a helicopter, to be honest. I was like, that's going to be super hard. And then, yeah, I ended up making it similar to basically the car, making the animation for it and whatever else will be a bit harder. But I want to make it a really smooth helicopter feel. And yeah, so that'll be a bit of time working on it. But for now, it works pretty well. So without further ado, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment. Comment down what you think I should add next for the next 2 days. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.